Howdy folks, how's it going? As you guys can see, the weekly actually released early. Yes, it's obtainable, you guys can view the challenges. Kind of strange, but I'll talk about it more inside the actual weekly video once we get the shop rotations and etc, etc. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about this recent Rec Room update, which is pretty small. Like, extremely small. We really only have general improvements and actual Rec Room Studio updates, and that's it. Nothing else or anything special. So, it's just like a little patch, and let's get straight into these patch notes. So, the first thing that we can see inside of general improvements and bug fixes is that they fixed an issue with some older rooms that actually wouldn't load. Next, they fixed a bug where when creating a new in-game event, changing the date times would cause the end time to decrement by 5 minutes, which can double up or cancel out actually intended changes to the end time minute. Also, new events should start as soon as it's time. They added a hierarchy view to the maker pen menu for rooms with compound objects enabled, fixed a bug where the equals chip and the equals new chip beta would return false when comparing equivalent audio values. And lastly, fixed an error tracking in variable changed events. Literally, that's half of the patch notes. Now onto the Rec Room Studio bit. Then, instead of Rec Room Studio's update, we can see that Rec Room Studio rooms can now synchronize Unity animators. Simply add a new Rec Room Studio animator synchronizer component to your prefab next to an animator, and any joining player will now get the animation synchronized. Studio event access to the animator is now limited through the new component. Use the set bool interjet float trigger parameter calls on it for synchronized changes. You are no longer allowed to host public events in private rooms with studio content that haven't passed moderation. This is surprising that they actually got past that. And lastly, they fix a bug where new saves in rooms with studio content would sometimes automatically be set as the public save when they shouldn't be. And that's pretty much it. So, if you guys have been out of the game recently, the new weekly is actually out now, and on top of that, we just received a update. A small one at that, and be sure to let me know your guys' thoughts on the weekly and the update, of course, and whilst you guys are doing that, like, subscribe, and consider supporting me in-game at Code Skull. Shameless self-promo out of the way, my folks. I'll catch you guys all into the next news video, and hopefully we'll be covering an actual weekly rotation. Anyways, peace!